All right, welcome everybody. My name's Tammy. We are live on my YouTube channel. We're meeting up here on a special Wednesday night for the Get Fearless Freedom overview. I wanted to make a special note. We will have a couple members talking tonight, so it's not just going to be you listening to me tonight. I want you guys to hear tonight of the people, the members of my community that are utilizing my system. So I've had this system, I've owned this system since 2019, but this year I decided to up the game and I decided to add on a $500 and a $1,000 level. Commissions, 100% to you. Okay, so that's why it's so exciting and that's why there's so much buzz, is because I decided to increase the commissions. So with Get Fearless Freedom, you can utilize the system for anything, but specifically I train on Get Fearless Freedom sales, because that's what I want. Is I want this community to grow, and this is where you guys can make the commissions, the instant direct payment commissions. So we've had so many people duplicating ever since I decided to increase the commissions. And why? You know, you're thinking to yourself, wow, usually, and we've had this conversation before, but usually in your mind,
I think I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. And he said,
okay, nervous breakdown, I heard, and something else. I was like, all right, let's
know where to go. And I thought maybe I'll go.
Okay, if you can stay muted, Lynn, that'd be great. Welcome to the call. Thanks for coming. All right, so back to
Children.
Hold on a minute. Okay, don't touch the mute button. Just stay right there. Don't touch the mute button. Just keep it muted. Okay. These get very busy on Wednesday nights, so I just want you guys to know. All right, cool. You good? All right, cool. And then we got another person coming on. Make sure you guys stay muted as you come on. I'd appreciate it. We got lots and lots of people coming on here tonight. So I think one of the reasons why is not only when you're thinking about a home-based business, you're thinking low ticket. If I get into something that, you know, is $25, it's going to actually sell faster. And that is not the case. It is not the case here. With Get Fearless Freedom, ever since we launched and put the 500 and the 1,000 level, we've actually like doubled in size, tripled in size, actually. Okay. So there goes that. I mean, that's a great thing you can write down tonight. Big ticket sales, less people, more money. Okay. So I call it not collecting dinky checks. Okay. Nothing wrong with, you know, any of the other opportunities out there. There's nothing wrong with that. But whenever I need to make money, I get into a high ticket. Honestly, it's either high ticket or real estate my whole life. And I've been self-employed for 35 years. And my son can attest to this. His parents started out in the real estate niche. Okay. So one of my first sales, one of my first deals ever that my husband helped me actually do was a $56,000 check in real estate. And I thought I was going to faint. But he said to me, you know what, Tammy? He said, if you have to think, you might as well think big, you know? So that's what we're going to talk about here tonight. And so let me just make sure everybody's coming in. This is huge, huge Zoom tonight here, guys. Let's just make sure everybody's muted as you come on. Let me just check it real quickly again. Mute, mute, mute. All right, cool. And if you guys can hold questions until the end, that would be amazing. All right. So are we still live on YouTube? I think so. And if you're on my YouTube channel, make sure you guys give me a shout and make sure you guys get started with the person that's invited you tonight.
And I just
Okay, we got another person, same person, but on a different screen. If you could do me a favor, Lynn, if you could just not touch the button, you're good right now. So you should be fine if you don't touch anything. So, all right, cool. All right. So what I wanted to talk about is I'm going to have, like I said, some members come out tonight, Wednesday night, and you guys can share your story. And you can tell people if you want, and I understand if you're shy. I totally was shy when I first got started online. I didn't even know what the heck a lead capture page was or a sales funnel or anything like that. I didn't even know what affiliate marketing was. So don't worry about it. If you guys want to share, I'll have my son go first, and then I'll have John, and then whoever else wants to talk. So Rob, if you wanted to take it away and talk to everybody tonight. We decided to do these blitzes. We do have these Zooms on Saturday, But obviously you guys can see that midweek is really, and at night is really a popular time frame. So let's go ahead and share some stuff here tonight, Rob.
Yes. Oh, wow. I love grabbing the mic from my mother. Thank you guys for being on. It's always a pleasure to have you on. If you're new, brand new, it's always amazing to have you on. I always like to begin this Zoom off as we are not like the rest of the world. We like to be our own community that brings light, love, and laughter into the world. And we like to also bring some money as well and helping people. So the way I look at it is we are not the typical online business where it's like, oh, look at this, look at that. And the next thing you know, your sponsor's gone and you don't know where it came from. So one moment here, mother.
I'll grab him. I'll grab him.
Get him real quick. So what I love to talk about is first off is the setting of the Zoom and where we're going from it. As a lot of times what happens online in 2023 especially is that you get a business. It's either a physical business or an online business, and we have an immediately lack of leads. We don't know where we're going. We don't know what direction, community, etc. So what we've put together is something very unique. It's very robust. It's not looking like it's a glamorous Lamborghini, but it's a system that we put together that actually will get traffic. It will also get eyeballs. It will collect the traffic. It will actually make it happen for you. And then you can go from there and then, feel out the way you want to, promote your existing business or something. Also, you can use Gift Fearless Freedom as an actual business to promote, which is cool. So that's the setting of the theme of the Zoom. And where we go from there is we want to understand, what did our customers want? There was a problem. So what we did is, let me pull up my real quick, my keynote, and then I'm going to bring it open and can show you basically where we were at. So one moment here, open this up.
You co-host? I think I made you
I
co-host.
am co-host. Yep.
All right, great.
That's
Awesome.
right. Okay, so let me get this open here.
Full presentation
Here.
tonight, guys.
Full presentation. Got a lot of great people on. All right, I'm going to change some lives tonight. So Gift Fearless Freedom. We are actually the picks and shovels of the business owners of 2023 today. So fortunes are actually made, and not only the gold diggers were not actually, the fortunes were made in the picks and the tools that were given to those guys to get the gold in the mountain. So what we found was there was a problem. There was a big problem, big problem. Okay. What we saw out there was there was no customer support, no live, no Zoom, no commissions. You would never be able to get paid on a product that was out there that could collect leads, could be a capture page, could be a bridge page. There was no direct payouts. There was no automation of that process to get paid. And there also was no preview of the back office, which we're going to cover tonight. There was no email follow-up, which is huge. My mom's going to go over that with what we're doing and how we can follow up and help your leads and how your leads are protected in yours. The problem, and the biggest one, was the bottom. Of course, I could have left it at the top, but it is also at the bottom. And it's the cost per funnel. Most funnel companies out there, they're charging an arm and a leg. You get a little bit back off, a little bit of a back office, and then you're like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing from there. And then you just, you have a back and forth thing, and you're like, oh, wow, okay, I'm out for another thing. So that was the problem. The history of Gift Fearless Freedom, it's not your typical quote, get rich system or funnel. It's actually been built by our humble and meek programmer that we found actually in our friend that he's been programming for 25 plus years. He designs systems, guys, to help your online or offline existing business or as a business. And we've also used that inspiration of my mother, which is a 12 plus year veteran online, guys. I'm going into 5 right now, but she's also been a 7-figure earner. So she's done this, perfected this. She's been able to help people. And please, can you mute? I don't know who is there. It's just not.
You have to stop screen share so I can mute it out.
Okay.
Okay, it's one of my members. I'll tell him that he's on That's okay. Hey, this is real. This is live. This is not Memorex. Do you guys remember that? I'm dating myself, but go ahead. Happens.
All right, Mike, I got it. I got the mic back on. Okay. So the system, it's been used actually, guys, in many recent years, since we actually began. It's been used by the actual top marketers that you see online. And you'd be amazed by actually the people that have been using this system, and they just haven't been telling you. It's actually been a secret they want to been keeping from you. And I think that's not right. So we're changing that tonight. The solution is we have a classic sales funnel, right? A lot of people don't know what that is. You bring your awareness, you bring, hold on here, sorry, just trying to fix this Zoom here. I don't know why. Talk about being real. That's what where we're at. Okay, so we have the awareness. You bring awareness. So if you got on this Zoom and you saw either a person inboxed you or you got an email, you brought that awareness. There was awareness to with what we have tonight, right? And then there's consideration. You either had yes or you had a no. And then you had a preference. You went from that yes and no. You had that ability to be like, wait a minute, I'm going to go for it, further. So that's where you're at, is you're at the preference point tonight, and you're in the funnel of how we are able to create this funnel for you guys, for your existing business, and as GFF as your own business. So what we did is we worked with low costs. We actually wanted to make this affordable for people, as well as make commissions, because commissions are great. You guys are worthy of it. And it's also good to do an exchange between you and your client, and then they can get the best value as well. The owners are transparent. You're looking at them. I'm one of the co-founders, actually. My mother is the other, and we have our great programmer as well. And so it's pretty cool. I work alongside my mom for 5+ years now, 12 in the background, and we do a lot of traveling. You don't need to hear a bunch of us, because you probably have been attending these Zooms maybe for a while. But what we have been doing has been able to create true systems, true funnels that are one click. There's unlimited campaigns, 5 video bridge pages. There's a transparent community. Again, as you see, the Zooms. We're a 4+ year old company, and we also have incredible traffic lead gen strategies, as well as over 2,500+ leads per day. There's tops even more than that, actually, at times my mother and I have been able to generate. So it's pretty awesome. Wait, there's more, of course. There is more. So we do have introducing a brand new level. It's a $1,000 level, and this is a supreme coaching level program that we put together. We talk about money mastery, ignition. We talk about bonuses. There's a ton in the back office, traction factor. We also have a special guest that's not on right now, but she also gave her information as part of some top level training there. Bonuses, Mom, I don't know if you might have deleted some pages, or maybe it glitched out, but there was more pages in this. Let me look at. They're actually, hold on here. Going ahead of myself here. I don't know what's going on with my Mac. Okay. I don't know, actually. First time I've seen that.
You never know. I could have been messing around with it.
I think you might have.
Okay.
I think you might have. Maybe not. It's okay. But bonuses, you ask. So the best part about Get Fearless Freedom is we have our middle name as bonuses. That's our motto, is we like to give great value to people that get in on to Get Fearless Freedom. So we have the YouTube, we have the ranking, we have company co-ops, stuff like that, and traffic available. We have a lot of great top tier 1 traffic that you can buy, as well as addition, as well as, let me just show you some stuff here. We have different levels to get in at Get Fearless Freedom, which is pretty awesome. So first off, we have the beginner level. We have the $200 level. So this is like, for a person that just wants to use maybe Get Fearless Freedom as someone, maybe just to use it for, the capture page for existing business, something like that. It not necessarily is that way, but we have a lot of people, of course, coming in at the 1,000 and 500. That's just been the most popular price point. So let's go to the next here. Part of the $500 mastery. This is the best part I love about the mastery. A moment here. Okay. Okay, so one thing about I always have to make a joke, and because we know it's real and real live Zoom, is it appears that people think that they're more manlier by having a muffler on the end of their engine. So I don't understand that. I don't
I
know where
couldn't hear it.
that idea ever came to play. Oh, maybe you can't hear it, but
No,
if you
I couldn't hear the car.
okay, well, it was loud. So I guess thank goodness the Mac mic is good. So anyways, we got getting mastery level. We have side gig hustles of 2023. Actually, this level alone, just this level alone, has actually been able to leverage point. My dad and I, we actually worked on this level a lot, but we've actually been able to take this level alone and turn from $500 into over $40,000 in 3 months, just by the knowledge in this alone, by arbitraging different art pieces like this. Let me show you. This is some of the assets that we have been able to flip and resell, which I think puts a lot of grins on a lot of people's faces tonight, because it's not just a typical home-based business opportunity or a typical money game. This is real stuff that we help you find the websites that have this stuff and get this for cheap. Example, we have this art piece, this lady's face right here, right above the coin, bottom right, look up, straight up, in that piece, that nice canvas. That was an oil on canvas piece. An example, we bought that for $1,200, okay? And we were able to arbitrage flip that for $7,200, over $5,000 in profit in one day. Just by the $500 level alone. So that's huge value that we're giving to show you where we get these honey holes and treasures, because everyone's seen those Storage Wars, everyone's seen those American Pickers and different Pawn Star films, but they always wondered, well, where can I get these kind of products, right? So that's the $500 level, and you can do that tonight. So the economy is collapsing. We all know that. We know the truth. It's already there. But how are we able to take these amazing value, these products behind Get Fearless Freedom? How can we turn that? How can we make it work for you? So this is our journey. Some very ugly photos of myself, and just let's be real, my mom's always been beautiful. So for me, I've always, I've evolved. Ugly of me, mom's always beautiful. But I will tell you that this has been a journey. And we want it to be a journey for you tonight. We want you to get fearless and free, because we know the potential in everyone. Just because you've had a past, just because you've had a middle, doesn't mean it's your current. And so that's what we've been doing. My mother and I, we've been working together a lot, and we're helping so many people. It's not your typical, hey, look at this, look at that. We're legitimately working with people, and we are, we're getting fearless. So this is us. This is Las Vegas, bottom right, Venetian. My mother, she's always lifting weights and working out now. So proud of her. But our main mission tonight, and my mom will go over the back office, going to show you how to begin tonight. We're going to keep it pretty tight here because we want to help as many people, but it's the main goal is be fearless. Live, laugh, and become fearless today. So that's Robert.
That was amazing. You did an amazing job. I always love listening to you, Rob. You've helped so many people, and I couldn't do it without you. I honestly, as fast as this community is growing, everybody loved that, what Rob said tonight. Isn't he great? He's a natural. He's a natural. You know what? He was actually, when I had him, when he was born in the hospital, I think I had my laptop with me, because I was self-employed. I was actually running the mortgage broker business with my husband. We had 22 employees with us. And I remember, I'll never forget, I was like, this is really crazy. I mean, I was like both kids. I had both kids, and I was always doing the payroll and the marketing and stuff like that. So for me, it's very natural for him to be able to come on here, because he's heard it all his life. He's heard it all his life. And now he's helping other people understand entrepreneurship. So it's really cool to have this generation, to be able to have him working alongside me. I really think it's amazing to me, tonight. So I'm very grateful for you, Rob. I appreciate it. Now, John, I'm going to have John speak tonight. Why does John love this so much? And I've worked with John before. Him and I, we go back quite a ways, and he's actually been a company owner, and he's like, you know, you're growing pretty fast. And so he's given me some suggestions along the way. And I really, really appreciate that. Cause I mean, I've had this for 4 years, but the growth in the past couple months is just exploding, as you guys can see here tonight. So John, if you wanted to share your thoughts tonight and why you love Get Fearless Freedom and why you've made it your home.
2 things. Where's Elvis?
Yeah, where's Elvis? We forgot to play Elvis tonight, John and Terry.
I'm going to make this real quick. I'm just going to give you a testimony of what's happened to me since I teamed up with Tammy less than 2 weeks ago. Really, it came down to, I got on the webinar and I said, wow, this is to have Tammy close the sales. And for me, this is the ideal thing for me. So it all came down to the same thing I've been doing since 2008, and that's building a list for the lead capture page. But it really comes down to, that's really the only thing you have to do online. Once you have a good funnel system and you have the follow-up system and a closing team that closes for you, it's really push button. You basically just advertise. That's it. And then so basically what I did is I didn't spend any money on advertising yet. But what I did is I posted basically the same ad on 5 different Facebook groups that I'm an admin of. And through that, because of Tammy's follow-up, getting people to a webinar and her closing them, I was able to generate 3 sales of $1,000. That's a pretty good start and a pretty good testimony of how the system works. It really comes down to drive traffic to your lead capture page, let her email follow up, get them on the Zooms, and let them close them on the Zooms just like you're hearing it now. And it's really that simple. The more you advertise, the bigger your list, the more you can follow up. Keep in mind, just because you get people on your list doesn't mean they're going to come to a webinar and sign up. It could take them 4 or 5 times before they sign up. But as long as you're giving them value through your email, which Tammy does, and on these webinars, people just come to these webinars sometimes, I believe, just to hear information because they don't have that information. So provide value and they will come back and they will purchase from you because they see of all the testimonies of people actually using the system, not just this program, but they're using it for a lot of their network marketing companies because they want to be different. They don't want to use the self-replicated page. They want to brand themselves. And with the video branded pages, that has helped me tremendously because I'm able to build a YouTube channel around these video bridge pages, in which I'm going to show you guys in about a week what I'm doing with it. But you can do that too right here. You can put videos on the left, the right, the center. You can do whatever you want with them. Mm-hmm. And I just think it's beautiful. I mean, it's clean, straight to the point. The whole purpose of a lead capture page is not to really give them much information. It's just, hey, you pique their attention. There's 3 things you need in marketing. Grab their attention, which is hook, line, and sinker. Grab their attention, give them an incentive, and give them a deadline. Hook, line, and sinker. When you can do that in your marketing, and you email your leads yourself, not just email them and give them the, I wrote autoresponders for 12 months, letting me load them up, make them personal, give them value. You don't have to pitch your program every time either. And just let them know who you are and just give them some tips and tricks on how to market online, and they will come to your webinar to learn more. And that's what I've been able to do so far. But I appreciate your program. It's a great program. It's automated. It's fully automated if you drive the traffic to your pages, in which you can get with Tammy. She's got all kinds of traffic methods, and that's why you're going to be learning in here. Craigslist marketing, Facebook marketing, magazines, postcards.
Absolutely.
Co-ops, everything, the whole kit and caboodle. Is just a matter of how big you want to build and how fast you want to scale. So that's about it. I appreciate you letting me come on here and just talk just a couple minutes.
Yeah, it's awesome, and how you keep
and
it.
Rob is incredible. How old are you, Rob? 28? How old is your son?
He's only
28. Yep.
28. Wow.
Yeah, I told him he's gonna be, well, in my opinion, he's a millionaire times 10. But I mean, I just know it. Like, this year is gonna be his $1 million year because he's just amazing. He comes on these Zooms and he has no problem explaining this to people. And that's one of our top secrets to becoming a top sponsor. That's why I tell people all the time, I've ranked to 4 and 5 leaderboards with the system in the past 4 years. Some of you guys know that I've done that easily. I was ranked number 5 last fall out of a company that had 30,000 people. And why did I do that? And how could I do that? Was because, number 1, I have a list. I don't have a huge Facebook following. I don't have a huge Instagram following. I built that list. And that's how you guys are here tonight, because you got an email from the people that I'm teaching how to build that list. You know what I mean? So with Rob, he's already way ahead of me. How many years ahead of me? I had to go through this blood, sweat, and tears. I had to go through 12 years, 10 years of learning. The first 2 years, I failed miserably, you know, in the first 2 years, because I didn't have anybody to coach me. I didn't have anybody to tell me how to drive traffic to a simple capture page. It was frustrating. And you know what I'm talking about.
That's the truth. That's actually the truth I love to add is not only mom, it's kind of interesting, but not only was I get a little emotional, but not only was I prophesized to be a millionaire by 29, if you remember when we went to that one prophet woman, but she was like, you know, this kid's got a gift. And I'm like, really? Like, I mean, I think, but it's like, it's not about me, right? It's not about me. And so I don't like looking at like that. But what I look at it is like when I'm helping folks, you know, and I'm pursuing and I'm helping them and I'm getting their firecracker going, you know, and when I'm talking to John and John's helping his people, it's like a domino effect. So, you know, when you talk about how you look at people, how they've become very as far as you know, monetarily, you know, on paper wealthy or asset wealthy, you know, I mean, you can't take it with you, but the point is really, it's just like you really are helping changing lives. So when they're able to put food on their table and they're able to pay for extra stuff, you know, what's going on in this world. But what I love is the fact that we're bringing so much value, and John's bringing a ton of value, and we have all the Terry, we have, you know, Nancy, everyone's bringing value, you know, we have all these great minds working, and it's just like, wow, it's such a neutral zone. We get to get on a Zoom, we get to talk, they get back to the person that invited them, and it's a rinse and repeat process. But what I found with marketing is it's actually not even hard. It really isn't, because it's advertising, you know, what this offer is. And when people start to really see the light, they're like, wow, okay, so it's like a completely like filtered out process. Because, you know, we've seen a lot of things out there. You've seen a lot of these complicated stuff and websites, and you click this and click that, and before you know it, you don't know where to begin. So I like it where Get Fearless Freedom, you know, we've made it where it's easy to build stuff on and build your branding and stuff like that. And I like it because the bonuses, my mother with her emailing and her AI, she does a lot of the good AI, not the crappy AI, not the bad, but we use a little bit of that.
Actually, a little bit of
we
that.
really use our brain power. We just use our 12 years of marketing too, to help too. And so we like to really, you know, get in on that and help people. And the emails are amazing, you know, as they're going out. My mom's on these lists, guys. Look at that. Show them all the
Yeah,
emails.
these are all the people that, this is how everybody got on. So how the portal works, I'll give you guys that. But Rob was talking about AI. So what Rob and I did today is he typed into chat GPT. Everybody keeps talking about chat GPT. And I used the couple paragraphs that he went into chat GPT and said, you know, email, you know, or like a benefit of Get Fearless Freedom. So I actually used it in the email that I sent out through my portal in the back office right here. Isn't that cool? So I kept the email up. I go in here, I get to type, because everybody knows I'm very consistent. You know, I mean, you have to be consistent, right? In order to run an online business. So almost every single day, and you know, I don't like to say every single day I do this for you guys, but almost every single day, hasn't it been, John, Terry, everybody that's joined from the beginning? I'm going in here and I'm sending out to your leads. I'm closing sales in through the email portal. And yes, email marketing is still huge. You got Ryan Deich, you have Frank Kern, you have all the high names, high names, Apple. People email. People love email. Email marketing is great, because not everybody sees your Facebook posts. Yeah. If you're putting up a Facebook post about your business, there's 10% of your friends that will see it. You know what I mean? So you got to get people on your list. I'm sorry to say, there's a lot of people on here that want to challenge me on that. And I'll say, well, who always ranks up to the leaderboards when I drop it through my list? I am. I'm always the one up there, you know, on the leaderboards. It's because they see my email, they'll see through the title, the headline, and boom, they go to my offer and then they sign up. And so that's exactly what I'm teaching. And it's pretty cool that we can have this kind of you know, the system. And it's amazing that he actually built it. Now, the $1,000 level, it took about 4 weeks because there's about 80 videos back there. Okay. So if you love mindset training and things like that, you're going to love that. Now, the mastermind that starts the 10K mission, we're actually starting June 2nd. So anyone that joins tonight all the way up, we got a couple weeks to get you guys going. You'll be able to start with that 10K mission in June. So it's kind of cool. Who here has not ever made 10,000 in a month? Just put a chat or raise your hand. Let's be vulnerable tonight. All right, cool. So if you want to make minimum 10,000, I'm not doing any income. There's no income claims here, but most people, when they come to us, say $10,000. For some reason, that $10,000 always pops up. That's 10 people, guys. You know, and in most marketing companies or network marketing opportunities, you got to have thousands in order to have 10,000 coming in. So I like the fact of the structure. It's very simple. It's only $47 a month. And I send out unlimited. I don't touch your leads. I mean, there's nowhere in my system that I touch your leads, just so you know. You can hook up your Aweber or your GetResponse. And my programmer, the way he programmed it, right here in the back office of my portal, I go right into my admin area. I click it. It says done for you emails. I click that and I send out unlimited. I don't know how he did it. I didn't ask, but it's an API to where it goes right into your Aweber. And then you can go into your Aweber and you can keep track of how many opens you get, and you can keep track of your sales. See what I mean? So the system is literally tracked all the way through to where your signups are coming from. It's quite genius, to be honest. When I relaunched this, I didn't know we were going to get this busy. I didn't know it was going to be this busy, but we've been very, very busy, very consistent. Now, these are the community masterminds I wanted to mention. There's a lot of training back here. There's a lot of people that haven't taken advantage of the training, but it is there. Okay, there's tons of value. The mastery training, the one that Rob's talking about with what his dad and him do, it's absolutely true. We just went and acquired a couple pieces. We got to go back and forth from Arizona to Vegas, but art, I mean, I didn't even know until a couple years ago, art is huge. People love art. Normally people are talking about crypto and gold and silver and this and that, but no, actually people love art. They love to invest in art. Who knows but there was a painting like Rob's talking about, and I'm like, I'm sitting there watching the auction, and we literally show you guys where we do this. My husband has put his information in the back office of this product. So it is not just about the levels here, guys. This is about assets. This is talking about like generational wealth that you could create here with Get Fearless Freedom if you wanted to. It's all up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have any questions coming in? I'm about ready to wrap it up. Did you guys want me to show you guys the highest converting capture page that I have for you? Because I can do that. I can show you guys that. Darlene is awesome. I love the interaction. That's what jazzes Rob and I love the interaction. It's really great. All right, so let me show you guys the highest converting capture page. So once you join, this is how you join tonight. You get back to the person's email. Now, if you got here maybe through a Facebook message or whatever, oh, let me go ahead and stop the live stream.